In the biting heart of the Pleistocene, where winter's grip was absolute, two titans were forged by the frost. High in the frozen ridges, a colossal cave bear, Ursus Balus, reigned supreme. A solitary king, he was a mountain of muscle and fur, his claws like obsidian daggers, his roar a challenge to the very winds that scoured the peaks. His world was one of scent and shadow, of marking his territory on ancient pines, a silent declaration of his power. He was the ghost of the high country, a master of survival in a land of ice. Far below, on the sprawling, snow-dusted plains, another giant roamed. A woolly mammoth, leading its herd with the wisdom of generations etched into its very being. Its colossal tusks, curved like twin scythes, were not just weapons but tools of life, expertly used to sweep away deep snow, unearthing the frozen grasses that sustained its family. The deep, resonant calls of the herd echoed across the tundra, a symphony of resilience against the endless cold. Two separate lives, two apex predators of a lost world, each perfectly adapted, each unaware of the other's existence, both masters of their domains. But the world was changing. A new predator was on the rise, one whose ingenuity and ambition knew no bounds. Humans. And for these two ancient giants, destiny was about to take a sharp, cruel turn. The bear, the monarch of the mountains, found himself trapped. The scent of an easy meal had been a lie, a lure into a cage of iron and wood. His roar of fury echoed not against rock and ice, but against the bars of his prison. The strength that could fell a rival was useless here. For weeks, his world became the jolting rhythm of a rolling cage, the scent of the wild replaced by the unfamiliar smells of men and steel. His eyes, once reflecting the vastness of his mountain home, now burned with a captive's rage. Meanwhile, on the plains, the mammoth's world was also torn asunder. The leader of the herd, the protector, was separated, ensnared by ropes and the sheer force of numbers. The familiar feel of soft earth and snow underfoot was gone, replaced by the hard, unyielding clatter of stone. Led through bustling towns and crowded streets, it was a living spectacle, a relic from a wilder time paraded through the heart of civilization. Its mournful calls were lost in the cacophony of a Roman city, its wise eyes reflecting the strange, towering structures and the sea of curious faces that stared, gawked, and pointed. From the vast, open plains to the suffocating confines of a human world, the great beast was a prisoner, its spirit shackled just as surely as its massive legs. Their long, arduous journey had one destination: Rome, the heart of the empire, a city built on conquest and spectacle, a place that devoured the exotic and the magnificent for entertainment. The air, thick with the scent of wood smoke and a million lives, was a stark contrast to the clean, cold air of their homelands. The sounds of the city were a constant, jarring assault on senses tuned to the subtle whispers of the wilderness. They were brought to a place that defied all natural law, a stone jungle more terrifying than any they had ever known. And at the center of this stone jungle stood the Coliseum, a monument to human engineering and its thirst for bloodsport. Under a cold, clear morning sky, it rose like a man-made mountain, its tiers of arches staring down like 1,000 empty eyes. Inside, the sand of the arena floor was raked smooth, waiting to be stained. The murmur of the gathering crowd grew into a deafening roar, a wave of anticipation and bloodlust. For the people of Rome, this was a day of unparalleled spectacle. For the two creatures from the Ice Age, it was the end of the world. The deep groan of a massive iron gate echoed through the amphitheater, a sound that silenced the crowd for a heartbeat. From one side, the cave bear was released. Blinking in the sudden, bright light, it emerged from the darkness, its massive head swinging, its nostrils flaring as it took in the scent of thousands of humans. Its fur bristled, and a low growl, a rumble of pure, primal fury, vibrated through the arena. It was a cornered animal, a king stripped of his kingdom, left with nothing but its rage. Then, from the opposite gate, another groan of protesting metal. The woolly mammoth was prodded forward, its immense form filling the archway. It stepped onto the sand, its heavy feet surprisingly quiet. It blinked its long-lashed eyes, taking in the impossible sight before it. The sheer walls, the roaring crowd, and in the center of it all, another creature of the lost world. Its ears swiveled, its trunk tasted the air, trying to make sense of this nightmare. The protector of the herd, now alone, facing an unknown threat in an arena of death. For a long moment, there was only silence. The crowd held its breath. The two titans, born of the same icebound epoch but from different realms, faced each other for the first time. The Mountain King and the Lord of the Plains. In their eyes, you could see the reflection of a world that was vanishing, a wildness that civilization sought to conquer and display. They were the last of their kind in this strange, new land. Two lives forged by winter, brought together by human hands, now standing at the precipice of a final, tragic conflict in the heart of the Roman Coliseum. Their story, a forgotten footnote in the annals of history, was about to reach its brutal conclusion. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey into the past as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more stories from the forgotten corners of history. See you next time.